When Boruto Uzumaki became the student of Sasuke Uchiha, it quickly became clear that Sasuke was not going to go easy on him. When he pushed Boruto to train with Konohamaru to learn the Rasengan, from the baby steps to using the water balloon to the rubber ball, all the way to the point of pulling the jutsu together itself, which I don't think people truly understand why Sasuke was so impressed with Boruto learning the Rasengan. It's this need to understand this that's going to make this moment from the Sasuke Shinden novel, The Teacher Star Pupil, where Sasuke challenges Boruto during their training, truly hit home for a lot of you guys. So people often say that Naruto took a week to learn the jutsu. However, that's completely incorrect. So Naruto took 1 week to learn the final step of the Rasengan when he made his bet with Tsunade, but he'd already been training for weeks in order to learn the Rasengan. In chapter 152, Jiraiya refers to the Itachi and Sasuke incident as being 3 weeks ago. When you add in the week where Tsunade comes into play, that comes out to be just over 4 weeks worth of training to learn the jutsu that Boruto took just a week to learn how to do, and subconsciously had already added a change in chakra nature to it. So why is all this important? I know somebody's asking, why is this so important? Well, in the events of Sasuke Shinden, the Teacher Star Pupil, which I've begun covering here over on the channel, Sasuke Uchiha has begun to train Boruto one-on-one, as well as train Mitsuki and Sarada on the side as well. Now, it's during the moments when Boruto's struggling to complete the training that Sasuke gave him a couple of days ago that Sasuke tells Boruto that he's actually a much better shinobi than Boruto himself gives credit for. And even after telling Boruto that the ninja of the past would actually be proud of him, Sasuke challenges a very fatigued Boruto right there on the spot in order to prove his point. With the sun setting above them, master and student look at each other in the eyes as Sasuke begins his important lesson to Boruto. Now, with the scene being set, it's here I'll begin quoting the scene from the novel, and then I'll come back to you guys my thoughts, and it's here I'm going to begin quoting. Boruto spat. He was certain Sasuke was just being nice, which only made him feel all the more pathetic. All those generations of ninja, they laughed at me, Sasuke. Living this easy life. Science is everywhere. Nobody struggles. Boruto shouted. Of course they wouldn't. This is the kind of peace, this progress. This was exactly what the Warring States era ninja, this is what they dreamed of while they spent those long hours studying and honing their skill. You wouldn't understand it, Sasuke said. He pulled a kunai from his pocket, protected from rusting. It began to emit a dull light. By burnishing this kunai, you keep it from corroding. A special power causes it to accelerate when you throw it between the two bolts of electricity, Boruto. Just to obtain this meager amount of knowledge. So many of our predecessors made countless observations. So many did endless amounts of analysis. So many of them died for this knowledge. The scientific ninja weapon tools are the grand sum of this accumulation of knowledge. True, it wasn't appropriate for you to use them during the chunin exams, but they can be a powerful weapon in actual battle if the right person's using them. A force that's needed to protect the village, only if it's in the right hands, Sasuke said. The clouds slid above them, and Sasuke and Boruto were once more bathed in the light of the setting sun. Many people spent many years building up this knowledge base, and Boruto, it's going to be your generation on the front lines now going forward, Sasuke said. Sasuke suddenly looked at him. Their eyes met. Boruto couldn't look at Sasuke and averted his gaze. Sasuke's face softened seeing his student's reaction. I know you hate science, Boruto. I must be boring you. I think I understand. Sasuke said, well, you know, it's just, you're talking an awful lot, old man Sasuke, Boruto said. Sasuke laughed. Not as much as your father. End quote. So outside of that little dig at Naruto saying like, hey, I ain't talking as much as your old man, that dude can talk a lot. Outside of that, I gotta say what I really like here is the fact that Sasuke takes the time to uplift his torn down student. He tells him that the very progress that Boruto hates so much with a passion is what the prior generations laid down their lives for. And it's through the trials and failures of the past generations that they were able to achieve true peace. It was through science that they were able to find more advanced ways to use ninjutsu. Ninja tech wasn't meant to be used in the exams by a Ganin. That's something Sasuke stresses, but it was also meant to be used in a way that advances the skills that a shinobi already has, and eventually it's supposed to help them take their ninjutsu to a whole new level. Sasuke tells Boruto to embrace this change, even though Boruto himself actually hates it, stating that Boruto's generation is now on the front lines and implying that Boruto's generation would need science and ninjutsu working together if they're going to hope to surpass the generation that Sasuke and Naruto came from. That's not too big of a stretch to actually leap to. So Sasuke and Naruto are the two strongest ninjas to ever live, but they won't be in their primes forever, and eventually there will be a threat that they can't handle alone. At some point, an impossible task as it might seem, the next generation is going to need to find a way to close that gap, which is part of the reason why Naruto allows Katasuke to do his science research on the outskirts of the Land of Fire, finding ways to combine science and ninjutsu together, because it's the only way that the new generation can hope to close the gap. Naruto is gambling on ninja tech. Ninja tech, he's hoping would inspire the new generation to train harder, and he's hoping that ninja tech can be used to augment the gains of their abilities to continue protecting the village long after Naruto and Sasuke are unable to. Now, it's not a physical challenge, but it's still a challenge nonetheless, to get a student to see past his hatred for ninja tech and accept that if he wishes to become the one protecting Konoha from the shadows, the world is going to need a protector who understands that ninja tech is required to protect the village, and in order for Boruto to do that, he's going to need to embrace that change. It's the small moments like this that do so much for Boruto and Sasuke's dynamic, in my opinion. However, that's going to be it for this latest installment of Sasuke Shinden and the Teacher Star Pupil. I'll be back with another installment soon. Let me know what you guys think about Sasuke's belief on ninja tech. Is Sasuke right? Does ninja tech have a place in ninja world? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.